Okay, let's take a look at something neat, y'all. And let me first keep the microphone to my ugly zip-up coat thingy, y'all. Now, I don't know if you know what GOBO is. Go-between. Go between your light and your subject, or typically your light and your background. There are some neat gobos out there, and what they do is they are basically plastic boxes that have a cheap Fresnel lens on the front of it, and the Fresnel lens concentrates the light to give you a sharper definition that is adjustable depending on how you zoom the head on your flash head. You can zoom out to 28 millimeters towards the back of the head, the flash head, or 105 where it comes to the front, which gives you the sharpest definition. I'm going to show you now that little sucker, that GOBO. I'm not going to name the company, is 90 bucks, and that's just for the head. And all it is a plastic casing that lets you drop in filters, but it doesn't come with filters. Their 3-pack of filters are 40 bucks, and their head is 100 bucks. Oh, but you need something else, and you need something that's sitting on surrounding your bracket, which is on your flash head, to attach that to. So you're talking $100 and $50, and then you got $150, and that doesn't include any of the gobos, which are another $40 for 3 sets. So then you're looking at basically $200 for a lot of, and I don't like that. It is a nice little device, and I've had one, and it does work well. I prefer the gobos on my studio strobes instead of the speedlight gobos, although those are nice. But the speedlight gobos are not meant to be used on location unless you're using them at your subject. And, you know, the effects are not that great. It's kind of like, oh man, that's a really neat device, and then you never use it, and you just realize you spent like $200 on something that's you could have actually got some serious lighting with. Anyway, $1 or less. I'll show you how to make this in the next video. I have got my own gobos right here, and you can see what I actually have here. And I actually have this is nothing other than laminated cardstock. You don't have to laminate yours, but I love to laminate the hell out of everything because it makes it last a whole lot longer. And you know, it does. You know, when you're talking cardstock, if it gets wet outdoors, you know, then it just falls to pieces. And if this gets wet, nothing at all is going to happen. So I've cut this out, and you can actually alter it, and it's attached to a frame, and you can make multiple ones like this. Gives you a really neat slotted effect. You can actually point this, sit this independent of your subject, and what you could do is you can rotate it however you want and illuminate the background. You could stick a gel in front here, and then you could shoot through this, so you can give you unique. And this is $1. That other device is $100 plus $50 for the bracket, so that's $150. Then another $40 for the drop-in filter. So you know, what the you know, what the hell? That's like nearly $200. $200, $2. $200, $2. Actually, this is like $1. These work. The only thing this doesn't have is a Fresnel element, which, by the way, I'm going to show you how to do that coming soon. Just using like a $3 Fresnel element lens to drop in here to concentrate the light. So you got $5 versus $200. So I have made another one here, and it gives you a really neat effect. And you sit there with an X-Acto knife and cut these little patterns out. You can cut like a window frame out. I actually like the slot ones, and I like the random ones like this. It doesn't actually end up projecting this, how the light actually meshes at like 5 to 8 to 12, 20 feet at portrait distances. Gives you a very unique modeled pattern. So you think you're getting this in your background, you don't. You get something different, but very interesting. On this, you do get this, but it's not exactly like this. You're getting the actual streaks of light, but they're impressionistic and they're actually beautiful. And here's something else I'm going to show you. Let me actually take this off here. I've got this attached with Velcro. Oh my god, there we go. And this, of course, doesn't weigh anything. You can point this at your background, or if you're on location, you could actually use this to paint your subject. Is that I have, let me shine a light through here. Well, actually, I don't want to use that strong light. I want to use this light. What I've done is I've used some of my gels that are defunct and I cut them into pieces and I made a collage, and these work beautifully on the front. What I do is I take this off. Let me show you, because that's just taped and that's all it needs to be, and I attach it right to here like this, and this is what is, can you see that? Let me actually give you confinement. You get a beautiful, at distance you're seeing actually sharp delineations between the colors right here, but at distance they meld together like interweaving blobs of light. There's actually no smooth definition to them, so you can actually, no harsh definition, no sharp transition on the illumination. It makes a really beautiful light. And of course you can make the collage, one or two colors or three colors. This also gives you a really neat effect. And like I said, I just attached this to the front right here. Okay, you see, this is just nothing other than a director, because all I'm using this for is to keep, I don't want any spill light. If I actually just mounted the bracket without this on here, then the light will be spilling all over the damn place. If I actually put this in the front of my speed light and then mount this here like that and that, you see how long it took me to mount that? 2 seconds. Then I have a nice tight confinement of my speed light. Actually, I don't need to show you another video on how to make this. You're actually looking at the laminated cardboard tube, and you've got a wire frame here that's totally bendable. This is $1 and like 10 minutes worth of work. And you get a nice gobo, and you can cut these out. I laminated these because they last. And you sit there with construction paper and cut this out with an X-Acto knife. And now you think that this looks funky like this, but the actual effect, get some colored report covers. It's just transparencies. You can actually go down to Kinko and print these out. You're like, dear, I want 10 pages of transparencies. I want a yellow sheet, a green sheet, a red sheet, a blue, whatever the hell colors you want. And one large 8x10 sheet is enough to make like about 20 of these things. And to make a collage, the actual effect is beautiful. It really is. It's very neat. And depending on the colors you choose, they're sometimes perfect for only background, or for background and subject, or a subject only. It depends. But you can let your mind go wild, and these little GOBO transparent gel filters that make a collage out of, like a kaleidoscope, they make for beautiful illumination for backgrounds. And like ones like this with 2 colors they'll use for subject illumination or for background. They work beautifully. They do. They really do. So make one of these if you want. Don't have to make anything. See how lightweight this is? I can't believe that other device, they separate it up into 3 pieces. You buy the head for 100, the mounting bracket for 50, that's 150, and then the drop-in filters are another 40 bucks. That's for only 3 of them. That's like $200. $2, $200. Jeez, tough choice. And the only advantage that theirs has is that it is focusable with a Fresnel lens. And by adjusting the zoom head on the flash, you get a lot tighter confinement. And that's true, but you can also buy a Fresnel lens for $3 made out of plastic and mount it right here. And then you could adjust this frame. You can actually put this on a slider. I'll show you how to do that in the future. So you can build it exactly like that for a few bucks. So this is a great light mod. I love gobos. I'm going to actually make a bunch of videos on gobos. I've got so many videos to make, though, that I want to show you neat stuff, especially cheap. So it's like, well, it's cheap. That doesn't look very professional. Well, in the process of making these for like $1 or $2 while you're scratching your ass eating Cheetos in front of the television set, you might think about spending $1 and, a little bit of your free time making one of these, and it teaches you about light. It saves you money. And it's whatever works. Nobody can tell from the shot what that, if you use the $200 device or you use something that's homebrew like this. And, I'm not so cheap I can't go out and buy the damn thing. Hell, I dropped some serious cash on a lot of hardcore photography equipment over many, many, many years, but, I like doing it myself. It gives you a sense of confidence, and it's cheap, saves money, and you learn about illumination. And that's ultimately what makes a professional photographer, one of the things. Composition and expert in light manipulation. So, and I always have 2 or 3 rolls of industrial black duct tape. Thanks for watching. Bye. More mango juice. I need more mango juice.